Hi everybody, it's Bas here from Carp Specialist, and many thanks for watching a new episode of the Carpy Cast. It's the 3rd of November and it's already the 15th Carpy Cast from the Carp Specialist. So thank you very much for watching. We've got plenty of news, so we're kicking off straight away at Het Broek in the Netherlands. We had Henri and Marvin, father and son, coming over for a fishing weekend, and they caught a 26 kilos mirror carp, so a great fish for them. And a lovely fish to end the weekend with. In total they caught 10 carp, so they were really excited. At Châtelaine in France we had some great catches as well. Last week 3 carp over 20 kilos were caught, a 20.2, a 21.7 and a 21.8 kilos. All 3 carp were from the original carp stock from the lake, so they must have been over 20 to 30 years old. Great conditions and really splendid looking fish, as you can see on the photos. It's really a gem to fish this lake. It's Dutch owned, but they speak English very well. Luxury lakeside accommodations, plenty of fishing space, and it's in a very tranquil estate where you literally can see boar, foxes, deer, and plenty of predator birds as well. So it's really a recommendation if you like some luxury and you like to be in the middle of nature with plenty of privacy. So Châtelaine is well worth a recommendation. In the Netherlands we had also some news from the lake Het Eendeveld. We had Max and his friends coming over to fish the lake and they had a great time. In total they caught 35 carp. And they also caught the big common carp, the lake record, at 26 kilos. So he did very well. We stay in the Netherlands and we go to Carpfarm Lake. Carpfarm Lake is becoming very popular with the English anglers, just like Carp Lantis, which is just down the road. Carpfarm Lake is owned by Bert, who speaks English fluently. He's a very skilled carp angler. The season there is closed now, but Bert is working hard to prepare the lake for next year. One of his jobs now is to cut the reed beds, so he has a special boat for it to cut away the reed. He won't cut away everything, but he will certainly cut some meters, so that there's some extra shallow parts of the lakes to be fished, and there's less chance of losing the fish when you have a big carp on. This year was exceptionally good at Carpfarm Lake. The big two-tone, the mirror carp over 30 kilos, was caught several times. The big koi were caught, and numerous fish over 20 and 25 kilos were caught. Also the stocking we did last year, those fish were caught regularly as well, and they literally put on quite a few pounds. Also for this year we've got a stocking planned, so we'll keep you informed on that, and it will be normally in the next few months before Bert is going for a well-deserved rest to his house in Spain. At Ternau we had some good news as well. The Le Grand Étang, it's the big lake from Ternau. We had Maurice and Wesley coming over. They were struggling in the beginning of their trip, but later on they managed to catch 14 fish. The biggest one was a common carp of 26.5 kilos and a mirror carp of 28 kilos, so that's over 60 English pounds. So they were very happy with their catches. We also had a nice competition, of course, last week for all the subscribers to the YouTube channel. The chance to win the GoPro Hero Black. It's a great camera. We've used it for a year, but it's now looking for a new owner. There's 8,500 subscribers to our YouTube channel, of which we are very proud. We draw a winner digitally, and the winner is Robin Clerks, a Dutch angler. So congratulations, Robin, on your new camera, and we hope that you will record some very big fish on it. So it will send to you by post. Then we go to Livardière. At Livardière we had Ian Breach, our well-known English angler, coming over together with his friends. They had a magnificent time. Each swim caught some fish. They had plenty of English 30s and 40s, and as you can see on the photos, there's beautiful mirror carp, there's some common carp as well, and the guys really had a great time. Livardière is excellent for an exclusive rental. Let's say from 10 to 12 anglers, everybody has enough fishing space, and it's really a very nice estate. It's close to Le Mans, which makes it a very convenient drive as well from the ferry terminal of Calais and Le Havre. At Jurassic Carp we had Ben coming over for a last minute trip. He just spent a couple of days at Jurassic Carp, as you can book a weekend or midweek without a problem. And he managed to catch a koi and various beautiful carp, as you can see. Then we go to the second page of news. As you can see, there's plenty of news. There's a big stocking, there was a big stocking at Paris carp fishing. In total we had 270 carp being stocked at Paris carp fishing. Over the last year, every year the owner stocked some new fish at Paris carp fishing. Before it was mainly big carp, so that every lake now has fish around 60 English pounds as record carp. And this time he worked together with a well-known French fish farmer to stock a lot of beautifully scaled carp. He stocked 270 scaly carp over his lakes, 45 on Houtum, 50 on Idyll, 50 on Palmier, 50 on Lagon as well, and 50 at Atoll. These fish are really nice in weight, between 6 and 12 kilos, so let's say between 10 and 20 English pounds. Fast growing strain, and as you can see how lovely they are, they'll make some anglers very, very happy. If you fancy luxurious carp fishing for a midweek, then Paris carp fishing is really the place to go to. It's close to Paris, so we have many anglers who fish Paris carp fishing for a midweek and then go either for a weekend to Paris or, for example, to Disneyland. So that it's a very nice trip for both the carp angler and his family. So well worth a recommendation. Also a good recommendation is Villedon. The season is running to its end. Normally Villedon is fishing very well when it's busy. When it's busy, the fish, of course, they have quite a lot of angling pressure, which makes them swim around the lake a bit more. Now it's more and more quiet, of course, as we're entering the late season, early November. So we see that the anglers are sometimes struggling a bit to find the fish, but once they are found, they can be caught quite well, and of course also with high weights. We had swim 5 catching 5 carp only, but an average weight over 20 kilos, so that's 45 English pounds, so great for them. Swim 19, they had a haul with 30 carp being caught, and swim 7 and 8 also caught carp daily. And as you can see on the photos, the fish are in pristine conditions. They're looking very, very good. And we are very happy with this year on Villedon. Last year was difficult one way or another, but this year the fishing was very good at Villedon. So we're confident that also 2023 will be a great fishing season at Villedon. Grand Pré will become more easier as well, as the owner Richard has stocked 134 carp at Grand Pré. There were 45 carp between 5 and 13 kilos, and the rest were under 5 kilos. Young, good looking fish, really nice, and it will help us. Grand Pré is really a big fish lake. It will help us to get some extra bites as well, and of course it will also help to grow on a healthy stock for the future. And last but certainly not news is some news about new lakes. We've been working very hard on new carp lakes over the past few months, with visits to France, making photos and videos, writing the text and preparing our website. So next week's Carpy Cast, to be followed, the 51st edition, we'll be launching and telling you all about the new venues we have on our range for next year. So stay tuned. If there's any questions, just drop them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you next week. Bye bye.